Hi everyone, and welcome to this video on the full moon in Scorpio, which happens on the 7th of May 2020 at 10:45 in the morning, and that's based on UK time. Now, a full moon happens every month. It's when the sun and the moon are 180 degrees away from each other and the sun lights up the moon. The moon goes boom and it says, I'm full of energy, and it lets go, and we really feel the energy of the moon very strongly. So when there's a super moon, the moon is even closer and we feel the energy much more strongly. If you're into the moon and if you're interested in the tides and how the moon affects us and our bodies with water and all of these planets and things, look into it. It's really fascinating. So this full moon is at 17 degrees in Scorpio. 1 and 7 is 8, power in numerology, and Scorpio is about uncovering hidden secrets. The moon is how you feel, and it's the most intimate part of who you are. So secrets will be revealed. There will be new information. There'll be epiphanies and spiritual awakenings. You'll either get news about a business deal, a relationship. This could come in 1,000 different ways. You will get the insight that you are actually loved and that you can do something. It's something that reveals itself to you. That means you're able to make changes in your physical life. I'm actually really good at taking care of people. Yeah, I am going to be a nurse. That's the inner kind of revelation, but it could be news from someone else, or you get an email. Really pay attention to what is revealed to you, because if it was hidden before and if it's new today, don't ignore it. Hop on it and see what it's going to do for you, because it's a powerful full moon. It's at 8. It's really going to transform your life. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm getting overly excited. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, transformation and change, and it is the perfect metaphor, or symbol for it is the phoenix rising from the ashes, because it's like death and rebirth and transforming things beyond your wildest dreams. So it's a big one. It's something that can be life-changing. The moon also forms relationships with certain heavenly bodies in the sky. So first of all, it sesqui squares the North Node and 1 degree in Cancer. So the thing that you've always wanted to do for yourself, the thing that you've always cared about, you're able to take the initiative today and grab that for yourself. If you always wanted to have this kind of experience, you're able to actually do it for yourself. That means that you're putting yourself as number one. You're the priority, which is great, because we never do this and most people don't do it. And you put your feelings first and you actually care for yourself really well. And because you're caring for yourself, you'll get feelings that are coming up. They may uncover hidden secrets and truths. Or it's just that you do something nice for yourself and you decide to go on a hike, and then you meet someone who has amazing news for you, and that's the gift and the transformation. So you don't know how this is going to appear. 1 is the first number in numerology. It's about birth and action and beginning and pioneering and ideas and taking the lead. Cancer is about nurture, feeling, love. So what is it you love? What is it that's lacking? Why don't you deserve to be happy this day? Yeah, you do. You deserve to be happy this day, so be happy. Make yourself happy. Force yourself to be happy. You will be happy, or else. No, really, do something that you enjoy. And if it's as silly as doing a Golden Girls marathon, then do your Golden Girls marathon. No one's judging you. This is your day. There's another relationship. Obviously, it opposes the sun, which is in in Taurus, and the Taurus-Scorpio axis. Scorpio and Taurus always oppose each other, and that axis is about control. Scorpio is emotional control, and Taurus is control of the physical world. It's also at 17 degrees, 8. So in terms of your identity, you're really practical and able to make things happen in your own unique way. Mercury, the communication planet, is at 20 degrees. 1, 2 is a relationship, and it's 3 degrees away from the sun, 3 being communication in itself. And Mercury in Taurus thinks practically. So it's not like, oh, I'd love to open a magazine one day. It's like, I'm going to open a magazine. The type of paper I want costs 20p per page. Then we need certain advertisers. We've got 10. And you actually print the magazine instead of just dreaming about it. Communication is excellent. So what is good communication in a practical way? Money, so jobs, interviewing for jobs, creating your own business, looking at what opportunities there are online or a different sector you could expand into, or something that you could do for yourself for the first time, or whether you want to join a new kind of organization. But it's really transformation of your practical circumstances, and the changes come because you think of them. It's not because someone forces you out of your job and you have to find a new one. It's because truth is revealed to you and you're like, well, now that I realize this, the job or this relationship or this house or whatever is no longer going to do. So I'm going to transform my circumstances so they reflect the inner me and how I feel in here, because the external right now is not reflecting that. So that's wonderful. That's so wonderful. You know, the feeling that you can actually do something with your life, the feeling that you have power and control, or the feeling that you have the ability to make an impression on the world. Having that, so many people take that for granted. I'm able to create a family, to have children, I'm able to be in a relationship, I'm able to study astrology and become an astrologer. It's all these things, that you do for yourself that you can really take pride in today, and you ought to take pride in. It's your unique, unusual way of seeing the world today that allows you to do something really, really practical, grounded, and satisfying. It also, it being the moon, forms a trine with Neptune at 20 degrees in Pisces. Neptune is the water planet of dreams, intuition, ideas, psychic ability. And again, it's 20 degrees, 1 and 2 relationship. Pisces is the fishes. It's 2 fish facing each other. Pisces is water, spirituality, putting other people in front of you. And Neptune dreams of love here on this day. So if you're someone who's dreaming for love and you don't know what's happening, where is she? Where? It will be revealed to you. Something about your relationships, if it's not working, will be revealed. If you are in a relationship and there's something that's not working, it will be revealed. So if something comes to the surface today, don't try and hide it, okay? Don't try and cover things up. Tell the other person, tell the family, tell yourself, accept it as the truth. It's very likely to be the truth. It's almost impossible for you to be misinformed on this day, because your antennas are on and you're so switched on. There's a semi-square between the moon and the south node at 1 degrees in Capricorn. So you have done this before, in a way, and you've just forgotten it. You have taken care of yourself, taking a situation that has no longer pleased you. You've ended that situation and you've replaced it with the situation that does please you. And you have been the boss in your life before, and that's what this energy is all about. You're the boss today. Your feelings are what counts. The axis of Scorpio and Taurus, you have control emotionally and in a practical sense. You're able to communicate that and articulate it in a crystal clear, unique way to other people. With Uranus at 7 degrees in Taurus, you can even draw a picture or give directions and instructions. And it gives you that feeling of, I have my life back. I've got my life back. I can shape it and shift it. however I want it, regardless of what other people say I can be and ought to do and should accustom myself to. People have a lot of opinions about what you ought and should do. Have you noticed that? All these rules that we have in society. You want to be just these ridiculous rules about how men should behave. Like, I mean, I don't want to drag out the old cliches, but a man being able to say I love you, for instance, or I've never followed the rules, and I hope you don't. The rules are guys should be quiet. I mean, I'm generalizing here, but the gist I got from childhood and the other boys I grew up with, this is my experience, no one else's. I got the message that action was preferred to talking, feelings were not interesting. That's like therapy, who cares? And it's about competition, who's best, and having fun. Now, if you're someone who actually values feelings and talking about them and connecting with your higher self, and that's what you value, then today, that's what's on the menu. You're going to say, I'm interested in this. I have absolutely no problem in saying that I'm going to devote myself to this today. And it's crystal clear that what I am interested today is what I'm going to focus on. It's as simple as that. To uncover hidden truths within yourself or in the world, you've got to pay attention to yourself and be out doing something. So action is really important. The information will come through, and then you will be able to say, okay, this is the insight, the info, and this is how I'm going to please myself. This is how I'm going to implement it so that I'm going to be happy. So please make this day about you and realize that you can get your power back. No one else is telling you what you ought to do. It's you get to choose, and that's wonderful. I love having that feeling of I'm able to shape my life into something. I'm able to manifest it, even if society says, no, that's never going to happen. You make a vision board, you stick on the things that you want, the beautiful house that you want. Don't worry about being materialistic. You're entitled to want what you want. I think the Buddhists say that desire makes you unhappy, so you should get rid of your desires. We live in a capitalist society, and we buy things for Christmas and things. So don't feel guilty that you're just conforming to the culture, and look at yourself and see where you don't want to conform anymore and where you're going to get a lot more joy. The gist of this full moon is that you're back in control, emotionally and physically, and that you're able to make changes in your life, and that you'll be able to trust the feelings you have, the thoughts that you're thinking about, new beginnings, endings, making changes to your life. Trust that information. It's not the ego trying to sabotage you. It's information that's based on your feelings. And when something is revealed to you today, believe it. And don't dismiss it and say, that would really be inconvenient, would ruin my whole setup. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, because it's trying to close a chapter that was the way it was, and for you to look at it and say, okay, I'm learning from this, and it opens a new chapter where you've made space, you've let go of negativity, so you're allowing transformation and positive energy in. So I love this moon in May because it's spring, and here this is the final dark clean out of, it's the final detox of getting rid of that old stuff, and now really let's take in the new energy and whoosh, let's go. So I love this. Have a wonderful time during this full moon. Yeah, I would meditate while the full moon's happening, because that's going within. Have a lovely time. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the book your reading button on the front page to order a reading with me. While we have this situation going on, I've got a 25% discount on all emergency and priority readings on the website. So have a look at gregoryscott.com and see what readings are discounted. In your birth chart reading, or in your general reading, I use your astrology, I use your tarot, I use numerology, and I use my intuition. And by using those tools, I'm able to answer any questions you have: life purpose, vocational aptitudes, love, health. But I need the time of birth. If you don't have your time of birth, it makes the chart less accurate. And there's a process called chart rectification. It's where you send me 10 or more life events and I work out your time of birth, and it really makes the chart more accurate. So if you're interested in that, get in touch via the website. If you like this video, then please hit subscribe and share it online. I hope you have a wonderful full moon in Scorpio and that wonderful things are revealed to you. Share in the comments section what changes occur to you on this day, because I'm really looking forward to this full moon. It's going to be really cleansing and detoxing. That's so great. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon.